Hi everyone, I'm Angela. Welcome to my channel, Angelic Light Frequencies. I channel the angelic aspect of my higher self, and I bring through sacred sounds, tones, and frequencies that activate, awaken, and heal. Today, I'll be continuing on with my series, 30 Seconds of Awakening. If you missed the introduction of this series and the first 2 seconds of my awakening, that was posted yesterday, so please go back to that video and take a look. I introduced the series in that video kind of later in the video, so make sure you watch the whole video. The beginning of that video is the process that I go through to get connected to spirit. So today we're talking about my third second of awakening. So this would have been the time period in 2021 that was Halloween, Thanksgiving, and the days leading up to Christmas. Around this time, I sort of inherited a new family pet, a little Jack Russell Terrier. My stepfather had contracted COVID and was in the hospital for an extended period of time. Nobody was taking care of the dog. This dog in particular was one that he had rescued from a prior abusive situation. So she was a rescue dog. To make a long story short, this dog ended up on my doorstep. Certainly, this wasn't something I had planned for. Previously, my husband and I had always said we weren't getting a family pet. That was not in the cards for us. It's something we had mutually decided we didn't want to do. As you can imagine, with an already strained marriage and then the dog coming in as something we both said we didn't want, this created some further tension. But what choice did I have? You know, this dog needed somebody to take care of her. She was probably about 10 pounds overweight, which is a lot for a Jack Russell Terrier because she's supposed to weigh like 13 pounds. She could hardly walk. She was very withdrawn. She just immediately went into the laundry room and got in a pile of clothes. And she stayed in that laundry room and just slept in it. I couldn't get her to come outside. I'd have to pick her up and put her outside on the grass to get her to go to the bathroom. This went on for quite some time. I began to nurse this dog back to health. It took a few weeks, but she finally started moving again. She finally started coming out of the laundry room. She ended up losing the weight and she started running again and walking and eating, and she came out and would socialize and would wag her tail and get belly pats and all that. And she was just much happier once she got back to her old self. And she's still with us today. So weird thing about the dog, when I was a kid, I grew up with a Jack Russell Terrier, and they look very similar. They act very similar. I am convinced that this dog here is my previous dog from childhood reincarnated in a new dog body. I also believe that the dog is sort of like a karmic debt that I'm repaying, that I'm balancing. The Jack Russell Terrier that I grew up with, I teased her a little bit. I didn't treat her the best. So it's kind of like she's come back so I can take care of her. I'm grateful for that. I nursed her back to health and I balanced that karmic debt out. It's really about being a better person, evolving your soul, a continuous journey of self-betterment, a continuous journey of growing. Data torta tatia takoya sutuya, ai tia sutai satuisa tata.